Thank you, Matt, for the introduction. Really appreciate it. So, coming to you live from the SEMA show, booth number 11781 in the North Hall at the Las Vegas Convention Center. Actually, by the time you watch it, it's not actually live, but you get the idea. So I'm going to cover here a couple of features that's new to PartsLogic, plus a brand new component that we're going to introduce called the fitment verifier. So without further ado, love to get started. So again, we're going to cover a few things. We're going to cover how to use synonyms. I'm going to show you the fitment label in the search bar, which is a really cool little feature. And I'm going to talk about the fitment verifier that can be put on a product detail page. So first, synonyms. What are they? Well, synonyms come in two flavors. They come in either unidirectional or bidirectional. Now, what's the difference between the two? Well, unidirectional, you see an example over here where the shopper searches for the word tablet, and the term iPad is also searched. However, the vice versa is not true. So in order to have the term iPad search for tablet, a separate synonym will have to be created for that association. This is really good. A use case would be like Chevy is a synonym for Chevrolet, right? And then the other flavor that you get is bidirectional synonyms. This is really powerful actually, because here in this example where you got sweater, sweatshirt, jumper, woolly, woolen, here all the words, they're all treated as synonyms of one another. So in other words, when a shopper searches for one of these words, all the other synonyms of the same are searched as well. So that's what synonyms are. You got two flavors, unidirectional and bidirectional. Now the next question is, how do you get to use them? Well, setting them up is really, really easy. So on the left-hand side here, you see an example TXT file. So it's simple just to create a TXT file. And then what you do is you enter in the list of synonyms. Now, when you do the unidirectional, it's the delimiter there is an equal sign and greater than sign. And it kind of makes like a little arrow, right? Unidirectional one way to the right. And so you can see some unidirectional ones here on that example where I've got bed cover is a unidirectional synonym for tonneau cover. Or there's that example again of Chevy for Chevrolet. Or here's an example, a real example for a client where people would type in tire warmers with a Y, and they wanted that to be a synonym for tire warmers, the correct spelling of two words. So those are examples of unidirectional. Bidirectional, just as easy. It's just a list with a comma-separated delimiter. And here in this example here, ZX10R is a synonym for all the other permutations of that, where the hyphen could be in different locations. And so if you search one, you search them all. So all you have to do is create this TXT file, save it, send it to myself directly, or you can send it to PartsLogic at Web Shop Manager, or you can even send it to your CSM. And we'll make sure that gets loaded. Typically can be loaded same day. Now, a little note, we're working on the admin application for PartsLogic, and once that becomes available, you'll actually have a place to log into, and one of the first controls that you'll have is the synonyms, so you'll be able to actually edit, add, save, remove. You'll be able to do that all on your own without having to have us help you out with that. So that is what synonyms are. They come in two flavors, unidirectional and bidirectional, and it's really easy to set up just by creating a TXT file and sending it to us to upload into the system for you. The next little new feature that came out here in the last month is what I'm going to call the fitment label in the search bar. So in the example here up on the screen, you're going to see the search bar there, and if you notice, the orange label on the left-hand side actually has that user's selected fitment. So what's really cool about this is that as a user filters their search results by vehicle fitment, they may want to do another keyword search, right? Maybe they're looking for bed covers, and then the next thing they want to look for is some fender flares or some Nerf bars, right? And those have vehicle application. So when they go do a new search, that search bar is going to include the label up there. See that orange label on the top left of the search bar, where it's going to tell that the user has a selected fitment. So that way the user knows that when you're doing a new search, that information is actually filtered by that chosen fitment. And as you can see here in this illustration, that user could also dismiss that fitment label. They click on the little X right there, and when they do so, it'll perform an unfiltered search and return search results in there as well. So a nice little additional feature. It really helps the user understand that if they have fitments selected and they do a new search, that the search results are going to be filtered already by that fitment, and they can choose to X out that fitment if they want to. Really cool little feature. And the last thing I want to talk about is our new first component. So our components that we put out there first was the search bar and the search results page, and now this actually is a new component that is what we're going to call the fitment verifier, and that could actually be embedded on your product detail pages. And that's where a user can come to a product detail page, and if they do not have fitment already selected, they're going to have the ability to select fitment and verify that it fits or doesn't fit. So it's really, really cool where a user can really confirm that it's going to fit their particular application. And if it fits, they're going to get a green message with a check mark that says, hey, fitment is verified for the vehicle that they've chosen. And if it doesn't fit, they're going to have a big red box that says it doesn't fit. So these are some exciting new things for PartsLogic. Each and every month, we're going to be introducing new features, new enhancements. And if you want to take advantage of any of these that I covered here today, which is synonyms, which is that fitment label up in the search bar, and this fitment verifier, simply just reach out to me directly, or you're able to email partslogic@webshopmanager.com, or you can even talk to your CSM, and we'll get the ball rolling on getting these particular features on your website if you are a PartsLogic customer already. And if you're not a PartsLogic customer already, man, we would love to have you, so please contact your CSM, or you can even reach out to me directly, and we'll get you started and set up with a PartsLogic search. So, Matt, that's all that I have for today. Everybody, thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you.